we're headed to the steamiest place in Japan, Beppu.
With over 2,000 hot springs, Beppu is one of Japan's onsen capitals.
It's time to get hard-boiled. What just happened?
We just missed our stop. Wow, Shinkansen is so fast.
You told me we were on the slow one. Alright, I'm gonna leave this here. Alright.
It wouldn't be a travel day without some kind of mishap.
We are back on track. And you get caught snoozing, you could end up on the wrong side of the country. What a fantastic quote to live by.
Getting a little bit of Da Nang vibes here in Beppu. It's like a little bit coastal, but also a little bit industrial. Like not too resorty. Yeah, it feels like a port town. I can feel the ocean breeze.
Fresh and kind of briny. I guess briny's the opposite of fresh.
We're falling out a little bit. We got Seaside.
I'm so excited here.
Oh yeah?
I love R&R. And they have a little sign explaining that on the second floor you can find your yukatas next to the elevator.
They're the belts.
Tall is 145. Am I this tall?
That is a great question. Ah, see, that one I think fits.
Perfect.
Just barely.
That's fair.
These doorways are unusually short. I feel like a giant.
This is awesome. I like little things. Got size. Oh my god, Kara, we can see the ocean.
Oh! Mountains look gorgeous out there. We have a stunning little sitting room, and we have a beautiful little living space. This is also where we're going to be setting up those futons for sleeping. Here's our cute little bathroom quarters. Don't forget to fresh!
Some things are a little antique here. It's so deep. I've never been in a bathtub this deep.
That's cool. Buckets and shampoo. All the essentials. Definitely a faint smell of smoke in here.
It smells good. I tried the air purifier. It smells bad. I think it might be a humidifier.
Now that we're settled, it's time to go to one of the best restaurants in all of Japan.
Sometimes you gotta pick between a nice place to stay and nice food. It's always interesting how long it takes us to pick something from 7-Eleven because they just have so many options.
It's like, do I go for a new one or go for an old one? Oh, here, look at that. It's jiggly.
And a rice bowl with chives and pork.
Gonna load up on some snacks. Wasabi rice crackers. More snacks. Dinner served.
Come on.
Come on, staying in a cute ryokan by the sea.
Ah. Goodbye.
Time to clean up and set up the beds.
Hi ho, hi ho. Oh god.
Okay, yeah, maybe the first one we can just have like this.
Cool.
The second one we can... I mean, it makes sense to protect the blanket.
Yeah, because then they don't have to wash this every time.
Yeah.
It's just like
Such an undecorated
funny sheet, yeah.
All right, my turn.
I hope.
Beds are ready. Now we gotta get changed.
Oh, where'd Garrett go?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Garrett and I are super happy to be in Beppu. This is our opportunity to get some proper R&R. We've been having way too much fun running around Tokyo and road tripping all through Japan, but it's definitely left us pretty wiped. because we've been on the go all the time. Beppu is a town full of onsen resorts that popped up because there's a lot of geothermal activity in the area. This hotel that we booked not only is oceanside, which is gorgeous, it has a rooftop open air onsen. We're going there right now so we can just relax for the rest of the night.
You look relaxed.
Happy place.
Yeah, onsens are pretty freaking amazing.
I'm excited to knock out.
Yeah. Now that we are thoroughly relaxed, I'm ready for some sleep. And then I'm excited for breakfast in the morning. Good night.
Good night. It's breakfast time. This spread looks amazing.
I've never had so much fire in my breakfast before.
I don't know what any of these are.
To be honest, I'm not really sure either. Looks like a lot of pickled stuff and other delicious / questionable things.
This is a nice way to wake up. So for our pink food challenge for the Cherry Blossom Festival, we ate these little pickled plums called umeboshi. Sour then, maybe I can handle it better now. Ooh, I like the flavor.
That meal is so good. Gonna go back, get ready for the day, and hit the town.
But first, a nice relaxing onsen all to myself in the morning. Taking a solo hike to Takasakiyama because Sky doesn't like when I monkey around. There are over 1,000 monkeys on this mountain. So to keep them from messing with farmers and locals, they have this feeding safe haven which encourages them to stay by the mountainside. So they have a bunch of feeding times, one with wheat grain, which I already thought was quite a spectacle. But when they brought out that wagon of sweet potato, the monkeys went bananas. The guy literally has to run in order to keep the monkeys from swarming him with his wagon. There are so many cute little ones running around. They're adorable. All that cuddling made me miss Sky. Time to go meet up with her again. The buses don't run very frequently here, so if you miss your connection, it's like a half an hour to hour delay. Oh, I gotta make it across the street. I made it. This is the first time I've ever seen this type of ticketing system. You pick up one of these and then you look at the board to see what your number is and how much you owe when you get off the bus. Seems a little inefficient. We are in the heart of Beppu, where you can see steam rising in every direction. And you can't escape that stinky, eggy sulfur smell. The geothermal activity in this area can warm the hot springs, power the town, and cook some of the food. This is Jigokumushi, one of the few restaurants in Beppu that allows you to cook your food using the steam.
It's really heavy. All right, ready?
Yeah. Jigokumushi is particularly special because they allow you to steam it yourself.
And now we wait.
So this meal is awesome for a lot of different reasons. One, it's healthy because they don't really use oil or anything to cook. It's just steamed. The vegetables are very soft, really nice, really mushy. That's actually how I really like my vegetables.
I'm more of a sauteed or grilled vegetable girl, so these are a little mushy for me. But I totally recommend the mushrooms. They're basically butter poached.
These babies are enoki mushroom, our favorite. Garen and I usually fight over them at Hot Pot.
The beef and the pork actually end up being a little bit overcooked because they're thin slices, but the chicken's cooked perfectly, cooked all the way through, super juicy. I messed up again. I got these thinking they were going to be nice little dessert manjus that Sky and I could share, but it turns out they have pork in them, so now I have even more food to finish.
In the restaurant's defense, It did say pork. It's just scared, doesn't always read instructions.
One of my personal flaws.
So I got a local dish, which is noodles with soybean powder, which if you've ever had Korean injolmi, that's basically what this is. To me, it tastes like powdered peanut butter.
Oh my gosh. You want some noodles with that soybean powder?
It's a little sweet, a little nutty. It's perfect. That was fun and super filling. So we're gonna go walk it off before food coma hits. Did you know that apparently you can drink hot spring water?
Oh wow.
Are you up for the challenge? Apparently it's safe up to 60 milliliters.
Science says it's okay. 60 milliliters is not a lot though.
Oh god, I don't know. Oh! Is it really hot? It's hot. Oh my god. Alright.
Have a cool off here.
I'm nervous. I feel like we're gonna give ourselves a stomach ache.
Okay, so much better. Wow, that tastes very metallic, kind of salty. Yeah, that's not tasty.
Yeah, I feel like I just like crunched up some like pebbles and like rubbed them around my mouth.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, it tastes like I ate gravel. I don't know if I'd recommend, but it was interesting. It's a kiwi. Honestly, I feel like I did something really bad just drinking that water. As a kid, I was always told to never drink or put my head under geothermal hot spring water because usually there's a lot of like bacteria and problematic stuff in there. So I'm a little nervous about tonight.
Beppu is also famous for its underworld pools. These pools are so hot people can't step into them, and in fact they're so hot they even create their own natural phenomena. These pools are spewing up hot mud.
I like that the surface almost looks like glass.
It'd be pretty scary being on the construction crew for that little bridge. We're trying to figure out what this exhibit is for right now. My first hypothesis is these are all giant freshwater pennies. If I saw that in the ocean,
I would be terrified.
I think I could ride this dragon. So big. Kissy fish.
So the White Pond Hell is totally worth it simply for the fish exhibit. If I'm being totally honest, I did not know there were that many different kinds of fish that were that size. I kind of just thought it was like tuna and then sharks and all the other fish were small, but those fish were massive.
I now realize the advantages of visiting this kind of place in the winter. Hot springs on a hot day means I don't really want to put my feet in that foot bath.
Behind me is the Umijigoku, or ocean hell, and it has a deceptively cool blue color. The water is actually at 98 degrees Celsius, which is just under boiling. That's why they actually boil eggs inside this water and serve them in the gift shop.
It's burning! It's so hot. It must have been fresh out of the onsen. Time to get hard boiled. Oh. I'm being totally honest, I actually always use a spoon to peel my eggs. So this is gonna take me a while. Pretty good. Tastes like a very eggy egg. This is a little eggier than normal. Which is confusing to say because it is an egg, but somehow it's more sulfurous than the regular average Joe egg. Do you have the mints? I just burped and it was very sulfurous.
Beppu is small, but it is full of wonderful surprises.
And it had exactly what I needed, which is relaxation. Come for the onsen, stay for the onsen.
But if you're like me and you like to stay busy, there's plenty for you to run around and do.
Sadly, we have to say goodbye to Beppu, but we're excited for our next destination, which is Fukuoka. So subscribe to stay tuned.
See you next time, friends.
So, despite the peaceful nature of this place, last night became a war zone. Oh, I missed. My hand was Oh no, I missed. We had left the windows open all afternoon, and that invited in a bunch of mosquitoes. We were in constant combat, as the sound of the mosquito is probably one of the most annoying things in the world. That high-pitched buzzing noise. And they just always seem to know where your ears are to make sure you can't sleep. Caught a few of them, but this was vengeance, for he drew first blood. It took about an hour till I gave up fighting them and found this cocoon of a sheet to hide in. And then I was able to have a peaceful rest of the night.